Alright, so it's been a minute since we've posted anything, but you know, a 4-year-old and an 18-month-old can kind of do that to you. So I thought I'd give a little update on the garden. My husband planted like 5 cucumber plants. So we got cucumbers coming out our ears, and now they're starting to die off because we've neglected it for a couple days. But I figured I'd give a little tour of the garden this year. We decided to go with tarp this year, and I think we'll never go back because it's been a lifesaver. I'm gonna see if maybe this cucumber plant I might be able to pick some off of and salvage some of this green part of the plant. That may be too far gone. But my squash plant kind of looks too far gone too. I'll cut it off, see if it'll make us any more. Didn't put up much of that because it wasn't the normal crook neck that we normally do. It's the more bumpy summer squash. Then our beans have been pretty neglected. We did one good picking of that, and Tyler's kind of in charge of the beans, so he's more inclined to do something with them than I am. Planted sweet potatoes for the first time this year, and they got a little out of control. But then one of our deer friends in the area has started trimming them back for me. I pruned them back one time, but you can see right in there where the deer started getting after them. We have one little 6-point buck we believe has been munching on these at night. So there's more of my beans are looking rough. I planted some hot chili peppers for our daycare keeper for Lauren. She likes the spiciest stuff known, so we've got the red hot chili peppers, and I've kept her supplied with those, but I think I might try and make some hot honey with them. I've got a couple that are ready. I'll get some honey at the farmer's market on Tuesday in Millbrook to try and make me some hot honey. See how that goes. The only other peppers we had was a jalapeno and a culapeno. My jalapeno succumbed to the storms. They kept falling over, and I kept trying to splint it, but I was using sticks and not an actual splint, so it did not work. There's still a couple in there trying to grow. Then Tyler's culapeno, which is a jalapeno without the spice, it still seems to be making pretty good. I might just use that in my sourdough for the jalapeno cheddar and jalapeno strawberry sourdoughs. And my sweet potatoes again. Here's our okra. Like I said, we've neglected this for a couple days, so it's time to cut some stuff off so that it can grow, and maybe we can get another picking or two out of them. You can see how big the okra is there. There's actually some that are worth saving in there too. See, we plant a garden every year. This is the first time we've done the tarp, and it's never had such big squash plants, such big okra. Like, it's never been this good. So, like I said, we plan on doing the tarp again every year. And this year's my first year growing pumpkins. This is one that my daughter probably stepped on, so shriveled up. But I planted 11 pumpkin plants, all different varieties, and they have taken off. And we've got a few pumpkins growing now. You can see a bunch of blooms in there. I did not try to pollinate them myself. I decided to let the bees do their thing. Everybody was telling me I needed to pollinate my pumpkins, and I think for the first time we're gonna see how it goes. There's one little pumpkin in there, a little yellow one. You can see another one in there. I love the leaves on this variegated one. Like, that's gotta be one of those real colorful small pumpkins. I busted the seeds. So all these pumpkins came from the pumpkins I had last year. Some of them I had bought. Some of them were left over at the park across the street from my office that they said, hey, come get it at the end of the season. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come get it, and I'm gonna bust them up and save the seeds, any of them that I thought were cool. So I did, and froze them, and they've been producing. Now here's another little pumpkin right here. There's a few more in here. I'm gonna try not to step on any of these. I've been trying to kind of keep them on the tarp, but that's proven a challenge too. There is one really big one that I wanted to show that's really making progress. This one's starting to get some variegated leaves too. It didn't at first, but now it does, and I don't know, I just think that's really unique. A lot of activity going on in here. So here's our one really big one. It's doing pretty good. I don't know, y'all tell me, but do I need to eventually turn it to where it's got like a bottom on the actual bottom of it, or do I just let it do its thing? I don't know. My husband thought I should turn them and try to get them to have a flat bottom, but I don't know. I made it back to the end. I planted 11 different varieties of pumpkins, and I believe 9 of them came up, as 2 of them didn't end up sprouting. But I tried to do like every other one or every 2 was the big ones. There's just small ones. So it's really interesting just seeing the different variety of leaves for the different varieties of pumpkins. But I don't know, I think I'm just nerding out since I put in all the work to save the seeds, and that was a big adventure last year. And I don't know, I'm really excited to see what they produce, see if I'll have any to be able to decorate my porch with in the fall. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the cucumbers and the squash and the okra and see if I can salvage any of this. All right, that's my update for now. The chickens are still good. The ducks are still good. I don't know if I ever posted my ducks on here. The chickens, we opened the coop during the day, but a lot of times during the heat of the day, they just stay in there. I've got 2 that are real broody right now, so I'm blocking off the boxes and just hoping that they lay in there. I figured that would... I've done a lot of research on the breaking of broody chickens. We don't have any roosters, but we still have 7 chickens, and I blocked the boxes, so it's working. It worked for one of them. I kicked her out of the box every day for about a week, and she ended up, I guess, breaking that broody spell. But there's 2 of them in there right now that stay all fluffed up like a turkey. I didn't know they would do that because we've had them for several years now, I guess about 3 years, and they've never been as broody as they are now. So I've been doing a lot of research on what I need to do for that, and I was about to do a water bath for one of them to break her broodiness. And when I brought the water out there to go get her, she wasn't on the box for the first time, so she avoided that. Narrowly missed that one, but I'm gonna go try and cut these off real quick before this storm rolls in, because it looks pretty much like it's already rolled in. We'll see how fast I can do this, but I just wanted to give an update because I want to post some more videos of the kids playing in the garden, playing on the farm. My husband's building a pier on the pond right now, and I want to get this active again so that we can keep up with it for the kids one day.